Okay, we're going to start with the nation. As usual, inflation drops to 28.48% in expected NBS January figures. Mayhem in Osun over control of councils. AU endorses Nigeria's AFCTA Digital Trade Champion. Lagos gets 8th CP in 7 years. Investors scramble for Nigeria's assets. CEO's confidence in economy. DSS present at Lagos Assembly raises dust. Okay, which story are we taking?
Let me start with the Osun State story that has caused wahala. Yesterday, there was battle in the Osun State for the control of all the local government secretariats between the two dominant parties, PDP and the APC. And this was as a result of a court order, a court of appeal judgment that was interpreted differently by both parties. And according to them, according to the APC, the declarative judgment had reinstated all the sacked local government chairmen who were sacked after their election by the sitting governor immediately took over office. And so they went yesterday and decided to take over office because now they have an appeal court judgment. And of course, they were resisted, clashes everywhere. The chairman of one of the local government was gunned down in the middle of the road. Some of their party members gunned everywhere, gunned down, and it became a crazy place. But the IG of police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, ordered policemen to prevent further breakdown of law and order, and because of that, some form of calmness later, took over. But in the midst of that, we saw party members, boasting. There was one video of a man coming that they should come out, and he was, brandishing a gun. I hope that the police know where he, because his face and his supporters' face was clear in that video. Really? But innocent lives were taken. Really very sad. totally, unworthy. Oluwo of Iwo, Oba Abdurrashid Akanbi, begged them to let peace reign. Please. Several Mobas who kept intervening to let peace reign, but that was what Osun was like yesterday.
Really terrible. So the Police Service Commission yesterday approved the appointment of Olohun Dare Moshood Jimoh as Olohun Dare Moshood Jimoh as the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State. He's going to be the 8th Commissioner of Police within 7 years. He's taken over from Olanrewaju Ishola, who was appointed back in September. Jimoh is a former Force PRO, has served in key positions, including CP Communications Operations Force Headquarters, CP Eastern Port Rivers State, and Commissioner Airport Command, Deputy Commissioner Finance and Administration in Kwara State, and Deputy Commissioner. Also, his appointment followed an interview that happened in Abuja, and yesterday he was appointed by the DIG Hashimu Agongo, retired Supreme Court Judge, Justice Adamu Paul Gamuji, and DIG Lakanum, they were retired. So Jimoh will be bringing to bear his vast experiences in combat operations, counterterrorism, and social construction and management, maritime rescue operations here in Lagos. I'm wishing him the best.
What's the tenure actually? Is it a year? Because when you started reading, I was going to say, do they change them every 3 months? It just seems like they're constantly changing.
Lagos has experienced about 3 changes
in a short time,
right? The commissioner that was, he was acting, someone had been transferred to Akwa Ibom also, and he died. And so Lagos has experienced, some form of changes after the promotion of.
I'm going to our own state, my own state, where we don't have village. We have city.
Town.
She doesn't have village there in her state. But they
don't have villages, they only have towns.
The governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, has said that an independent power plant will provide 24 hours light for most parts of Abeokuta will be ready for inauguration in the next 8 weeks.
Yay.
He was inspecting the 30 megawatt power plant located in, I won't say the name, but in Irewole, in the Irewole Local Government. They said it was in collaboration with the private sector partnership, and it was the first phase of the Ogun State Light Up project. Wow, I hope this is true, and I hope
maybe you can move to Ogun State. Once
That's what she is. She's in Ogun
Maybe I
State.
should
like
just move to
move right
Abeokuta.
into
Abeokuta.
We get a house
Abeokuta is a
there.
beautiful city.
My city.
move to Abeokuta.
My
Yeah.
city.
That
Oh
place.
no! Please.
So I've
Don't
got-
go there. It's
Cuckoo go
nice.
there.
It's nice.
Story.
Very peaceful.
But why you can do
I have
Abeokuta to
we
Lagos
still
in
have
the morning?
newspaper review, I hope,
Sorry,
because I
sorry.
have a story Nel Fund to terminate loan for dropouts. Dropouts still getting stipends are to be taken off the list of beneficiaries. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund has said. The ED, the Executive Director of Operation, Mr. Mustafa Iyal, confirmed that plans have peaked to update Nel Fund system. Just some updates from, so far what Nel Fund has been doing. They say that Nel Fund received over 364,000 applications in 229 days, with an average of 1,000 applications per day. They said that they are also proud to announce that over 22 billion has been disbursed to cover institutional fees across 240 institutions, directly benefiting over 215,000 students. Furthermore, a total of over 12 million naira has been disbursed as upkeep support, reaching 12 billion, reaching 169,114 students, each receiving 20,000 naira monthly to assist with their living expenses. So they just give a breakdown, and they're proud of how far they've come. They're able to meet the demands, but they're saying that there are some students that need to get off this list because they have dropped out, of course. And as you know, you cannot have access to that loan anymore. Okay. And they're asking those who are, because they've just ended the 2024-2025 session, and they're asking for those who are coming in next to please start putting all their documents together in time for the resumption of the next tranche.
Okay. All right, moving on to the Punch. Chaos, crisis in Lagos. AU endorses Nigeria as AFCTA Digital Trade Champion. Human interest story here. Controversial singer Portable declared wanted for assaulting Ogun officials. Ex-Skybank chair Ayeni rejects ex-mistress's daughter. AGF bars police from parading suspects. State project 3 trillion naira tax after reform bill passage. And FG plans 2.3 trillion naira electricity subsidy in 2025. Let's take one story for the break.
Okay, let me quickly take this Skybank, former Skybank chairman of the defunct bank. So his name is Tunde Ayeni, of course, and him and his mistress have been back and forth this issue of who is the father of her daughter. And so he's insisted all through that he's not the father of the daughter. We saw videos over the weekend of both families returning bride price, and I was surprised that was there a payment of bride price that he's receiving, accepting the return of it. But he insists that the daughter is not his, and that the court, it was before the magistrate court in Abuja, asking the court to declare that the child is not his, and that he was never married to her, that she was never his wife, and the court has, before that he petitioned them for that purpose. This drama has been on endlessly.
There was no DNA.
He said that yes, even though she dated him, she was aware he was a married man, and that from the day she got pregnant, she claimed she was pregnant, he had insisted the baby was not his. And so for her to continue saying, she on her part is insisting the baby was his. So her father claimed to be a chief in his community, and that the daughter had told him about me a year ago. He was talking about giving the history of what started between them, and that the father said, according to Igbo tradition, money must be paid for her to carry the child and not to bear her father's name. Except if the Igbo custom, if a child is born in the house of the father while the mom is unmarried, the child belongs to the father. And he said that was why he paid the dowry, and that dowry does not, was not paid in the intention of marriage. It was paid in the intention of the child. But he still insists that the child is not his. She insists, according to some rumors, that after a DNA that the child is his, and they said she has proven it, but that I've not seen publicly. But now he's before the court asking
this,
that to be.
This matter is just it's short and close.
Open and short. Yes.
Because DNA finish.
Well,
let's go on a short break.
It's not a hot topic because I have
when
opinions.
We come back, we continue with the reviews. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.